Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more F1 2020 My Team career mode. We are nearing the end of season 1 of this career mode, and of course we will head on into season 2 afterwards, but we are heading on into the Brazilian Grand Prix in this episode. And then next episode will be the UAE Grand Prix in Abu Dhabi. So that is going to be a stunning final 2 races. Before we do anything else though, we have to look at our sponsorship deals here, and our sponsorship with XXY has ended. So we need to manage our sponsors, and let's see if there's another sponsorship that we can get now that we're level 13 acclaimed. There might be some good ones still around. Okay, I think I'm going to take a risk here for the final couple episodes of season 1. I think we are competitive enough. Last time out we got a podium. I think we can achieve at least 1 podium within the team with Zanzer. It's a lot of money, 279k a week and 507k for the goal bonus. So for 81 days I'm going to sign on with them, and of course when season 2 comes, hopefully our car is going to be developed in a shape that brings it up to the top of the table. So hopefully strategy and good driving will see us get podiums in the last 2 races. So I'm going to sign with Zanzer, and of course that means we got to put them in our car. End plates of the front wing, and then we'll also put Zanzer on the nose or the side of the car. Vehicle wise, we are looking at some wear and tear. We already took a grid penalty last time out, but we managed to nurse it throughout the whole Grand Prix, so we are doing okay there. Engine, the MGU-K is struggling, so maybe we have to bring it down to the 55% one. What else here? This one is also very worn out. It's on 70%. We should try. It's a bummer. 61. I think we have to use the 61 component. I don't want to get any new components here. Our vehicle is decent enough to survive the final 2 races on these used components. This one is fine, and I think this one, 38% wear. Alright, so once those are fitted, we should be able to see out this Grand Prix and then maybe the next. Looking at our R&D progress here, we are 5th from the top. We're in P5 regarding our car performance. Could also invest in our aerodynamics. I think I'm going to actually do the downforce, front downforce major upgrade here for the aerodynamics. It seems to have the biggest impact. So let's do that. Let's do one more development. Maximum of 3 simultaneous developments. Okay, we're gonna splurge the cash on that, and now we are almost poor. That's fine. We'll make some more money in the near future. We'll do title, sponsor, venue opening, reaction training, and esports event for acclaim. Cool. Alright, so we are now heading into the Brazilian Grand Prix weekend. We have 1.3 million to our name after a series of funding came through. So I don't think there's anything else that we can really do now. Let's see if we can cause an upset, and this time of course we will try to manage our fuel. Let's see if we can get another podium at Brazil. Alright, welcome to Brazil. This is the setup for the car for the weekend. I'll just go scroll through like always and take a look, and let me know if this setup is good enough in the comment section down below. I'll be giving this a shot and probably be using it throughout the whole weekend, so it'll be a good chance of getting some good results. Hoping for good results this weekend, so I'm going to test out the practice program, see how the car feels, and if all the practice programs are, possible to do. And I'll see you in preparation for qualifying. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is practice 2 in Brazil, and after taking the time to do all the practice programs, we got purples on every single program here. It's looking good. I mean, there are places where I could improve, but purple is purple, so I love to see it. We also completed all the team objectives: fast sector 2, fast sector 3, clean lap, low fuel, and chain 5 corners. So it's all good for some extra resource points. So considering we got everything done, we're just gonna head on straight into qualifying. So let's head on and skip to qualifying. Practice session gets us some valuable resource points. We are now up to 1169 as a team, so that's good to reinvest into the team. I think I can do a new major or new minor upgrade and then restart the durability upgrade for next season. So let's head on into that board and see what upgrades we can do now. Alright, so we are on our durability tree here. I am going to adapt this MGUK durability upgrade that we got so that we don't have to worry about it next season. We're also going to get some tire wear upgrades through. I think this would be the most effective one, considering our chassis department is already working on a major development which will come through before the end of the season, I believe. Actually, I cancel my last statement. We're actually going to do cable assembly weight reduction upgrade because it has the highest impact on our chassis development here. So I think I'm going to trigger that one. That has a 25% chance of failure, but that is okay. It'll be delivered on the 30th of November, so I think that's just around the time of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So also looking closely at what happens on the field here, the performance index has switched a little bit. We are not 5th anymore, we are actually 7th now. McLaren and AlphaTauri have overtaken us, and they are still a better performing car as we enter the Brazilian Grand Prix. So hopefully we can outperform them on the track, and let's see what qualifying has for us as we enter qualifying sessions. Alright, we're coming in for our first lap of qualifying, and qualifying 1. Hopefully it's good enough to see us through to Q2 with only one shot. It's 109, 1010. We are in P5, a little bit in danger there, but let's see what happens as we enter the garage. Our one shot qualifying in Q1 sees us through to Q2 in P12. So we are good enough to proceed. Let's see if Jack Aitken, yes, Jack Aitken finally makes it to Q2 for this Grand Prix. Defeating the Haas, both Haas cars and the Alfa Romeo cars and the Williams. Those teams are now out and will be starting at the back of the grid. We still have a lot of competitors in the top 16 here, so let's head on into Q2 with Jack and see if we can make it to Q3. Alright, we're coming in for our second lap of qualifying, or first lap of qualifying 2. There we go. I said it correctly. 109 something is the time to beat. We are fastest lap. We are in P1 of Q2 so far. Let's see if that is enough. Alright, so that lap was indeed the fastest of Q2, beating the likes of Hamilton, Vettel, Verstappen, Leclerc, Gasly, Ricciardo. Like, we are doing splendidly well with our car here, despite it not being the best on the field. Of course, Verstappen and Leclerc went out on mediums and completed the session. We get a new set of softs heading on into Q3. Jack gets P13. Not the greatest, but of course very good considering he did not make it even into Q2 in previous races. So I think this is the first time Jack Aitken gets into Q2 and manages to get a P13 starting position. So that is good for him. Now let's head on into Q3 and let's see if we can maintain this pole position. Alright, coming in for our first lap of qualifying 3. I bit the dirt a couple times, so I don't expect this to be the greatest time on the track right now, but we come through for P3. Interesting. We are in P3 or P4 now. Let's see if we return to garage, get on a new set of soft tires, and then let's see what happens. Alright, coming in for our second lap. We are currently about a 10th faster than our previous run here. Let's see what happens if we come through. It's a P4 currently. Maybe one more lap. Alright, we are definitely slower in this run, but we still make it P4. A little disappointing as we get dropped down from P3 or P4 to P7 by the end of qualifying 3. Our laps were not getting any better, so I decided to let it slide at 109.675. But that is 1/1000th slower than Lewis Hamilton. Jesus Christ. whatever. We could have gone P6 if we had a little bit of speed there, but oh well. It is what it is. We can cut through the grid at the start like we always do, so let's see if P7 is good enough to see us on the podium today. Alright, our rivalry is looking decent. Leclerc takes the lead by 1 point. It's all to fight for in this Grand Prix. I think this is going to be the most important Grand Prix of the rivalry. Our claim is now solid 13 and our personal claim is on 10. So let's head on into the race weekend and see if we can defeat Leclerc and also get a podium for our first sponsor bonus.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junção into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the rookie. That was a great podium in the last race, so can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs, so it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Sebastian Vettel and Hamilton, the rookie, Ricciardo, Gasly and Sergio Perez, Albon, Norris, Jack Aitken and Ocon, Stroll, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen and George Russell, Latifi, Grosjean. They've taken a grid penalty. Kvyat and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Let's see if we can keep the momentum up. Let's get another podium.
Alright, that is definitely the plan. A podium is within our reach today as we start in P7. Let's take a look at our strategy and edit it if we can. It seems that soft tires have to be the first starting tire. Hards are going to be difficult. If we encounter any situation where we have to pit early, we'll switch over to hards and see if that can improve our time a little. So yeah, this is going to be half and half, soft for the first 9 laps and then mediums for the second 9 laps. We'll see as the conditions change on the track whether we want to pit early or later, because that time also changes. We are not going to make the same mistake as last time and run out of fuel beforehand. We're going to drop it down to 32 kilograms. How about that? 1.3 laps of fuel in the deficit, I think should be good enough for us to maintain a decent speedy and light car. So we all set for the penultimate race of the F1 2020 Season 1, and let's hope for a podium finish. If not, let's hope for the win. So let's go on into the race. Here we go. Alright, getting ready for the race. Rich fuel mixture and overtake ready to deploy. And here we go, 5 red lights, and immediately we get overtaking and rich fuel mixture going. We look positive here. Alright, we're in P3 right now, which is podium position. Trying to break away from Hamilton and trying to catch up to Bottas ahead of us.
Keep pushing. Let's capitalize on that first lap.
Yep, Jeff, I'm trying. Alright, I'm concentrating very hard here, trying to push for a decent start and trying to catch up on Bottas and Vettel or Leclerc. We're going rich and overtake, trying to catch up to them a little more because DRS is gonna come in around lap 3 and we also have Hamilton on our tail, so we want to be careful. Oh no, here comes Hamilton trying to overtake us, but we outbrake him. That's good. We get an exceeding track limits warning. That's fine. Oh, this is tense. Here we go. Decent turn. Alright, coming in for our second lap done. We're still miles behind Bottas and Leclerc.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Yep, Jeff, I get it. Bottas with the fastest lap, so he is catching.
This lap, we can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Come on, let's push our car. Hamilton has DRS on us. Trying to cause some damage to the slipstream. We're maintaining P3 quite well here.
We're accumulating some wear on the MGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
That is fine. I mean, MGUK is always damaged anyway, so Bottas is the fastest lap again. Oh, we're going wide there.
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty.
That's fine, bro. I'll keep that in mind. Rich overtake, let's go. Trying to get close to them, man. But it doesn't seem like it's possible. Hamilton is trying. Whoa! Hamilton bumping into us slightly.
Amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Oh! Hamilton! Getting feisty behind us. Come on. I'm not talking too much because I want to concentrate on getting at least P3 in the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGUH. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
Alright, bro. So that means minimized ERS deployment a little, because using it means maximum power and maximum heat. So let's see.
To the car ahead is 2.3 seconds.
Come on, we can surely catch Bottas and Leclerc, no? Alright, we are nearing our pit, right?
The pit window, you'll be on the mediums.
Woo! Trying to catch up to Bottas, but these guys are steaming ahead. Let's go! Hamilton's right behind me.
The car in front is 3.1 seconds. We're leading our teammate by 9.5 seconds.
Oh no, Hamilton's gonna try and overtake us here. Oh no. Late braking is the key. We got that done safely. Hamilton's dropping back now. He didn't want this. He didn't want to catch these hands. Or rather, should I say, he didn't want to catch these wings. Come on. We're now approaching our pit lap. At the end of this lap, we're pitting.
We're gonna box this lap, push hard on the inlet.
Alright, we're coming in for the pit stop now, so we're gonna drop our fuel load. Here we are in the pit lane now. We're on lean fuel mixture, yes, and now we have to quickly pit for mediums. Hopefully we can get that done. Hamilton's coming in behind us. It's all up to our pit crew. If we can get a Red Bull level of fast pitting, then we are in a good chance of getting a strong start. Come on! 2.9. Very slow. Very slow. You guys are very slow. Alright.
Pit strategy complete.
They're making life hard for me. Who is behind us? Latifi. Alright, good. If Latifi's behind us, Vettel's gonna struggle. Trying to overtake Latifi. And we have the clean air ahead of us. So we're looking good right now. Alright, we can go rich now. We have a little fuel to waste. Overtake as well. We saved ERS for this moment, trying to push with the new tires. We are breezing ahead of Latifi. Alright, we're going rich, overtake. Trying to push as far as we can. Latifi is catching up.
Okay, gap ahead is 4.8 seconds.
But Raikkonen still needs... Oh, Bottas is ahead of us. Hopefully Raikkonen can slow him down a bit.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
This guy is a f***ing show.
Come on, 3. Rich. Trying to catch up to Lance Stroll, is it? No, Leclerc. Bottas had overtaken Leclerc. We're gonna try and use some rich fuel mixture and try to make our car Speed Gonzalez. Alright, trying to push a little because we are catching Leclerc by the looks of it. We are gonna try and maximize power output and try to catch him. Alright, let's try and catch him. Leclerc's on hard compound tires. What? Why? There's no need for you to do that. Alright, well Leclerc says he wants to throw his Grand Prix. So let's capitalize on that. Come on, surely I can catch Leclerc and overtake him at some point in the near distant future. Driver in front.
Understood, stopping this lap.
No, not boxing, you idiot. Alright, we're so close to Leclerc. We're catching and catching and catching him. Hopefully we can get a P2 out of this. Ah, the sun glare. I think I'm gonna run rich fuel mixture for a while now. Because we do have half a lap of fuel over. So we want to try and push on Leclerc. He is just ahead of us.
Gap to teammate behind is 13.6 seconds.
Ooh, Jack Aitken is far behind us. But that is not the problem right now. We need to catch Leclerc. That is the big challenge right now. God dang it, he's pulling away. Why?
Our gap to the car in front is 3.4 seconds.
Alright, Leclerc is pulling away for some reason. We gotta catch him now. Good driving from now on, man. Sue. This is Ford versus Ferrari, man. Just how we call it Sue versus Ferrari. He's within my crosshairs, guys. Gotta catch him in the next couple laps. Come on, penultimate lap is about to start. We are still behind Leclerc, about 2.5 seconds, please. Let me catch this guy. We're deploying everything we've got. We got the fastest lap.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Come on!
This is your final lap of the race.
Come on! Give it everything you've got, man. This car's gotta give it everything it's got.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Ah, we can't catch Leclerc. He's still too good for us on the hard compound tires. He gets P2. We get P3. Just behind him, Valtteri Bottas, who wins the Grand Prix, meaning he could secure the Drivers' Championship. But here we are in P3. Dang it.
Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Well done, Valtteri Bottas. What a win for him. I think it's because of me and Hamilton's fight that he was able to secure it so easily. But yeah, nonetheless, well done to Bottas.
So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the rookie. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Alright, so here are the results. Bottas with a P1, Leclerc with P2. He beat us to it on the hard compound tires, but hey, it is what it is. We get P3 getting the podium, which is very nice. Vettel, Sainz, Gasly, Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, and Verstappen round out the top 10. It's interesting to see Verstappen fall back so much, from starting at P3 and then now ending at P10. Hamilton dropped back quite a bit as well. I don't think it was my fault either. He was just poor tire management or poor strategy, who knows. Stroll, Norris, Jack gets P14. I think that's on par with how well he's been doing recently. Kimi Raikkonen, Ocon, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Russell, Magnussen, Latifi, and Grosjean round out the rest of the field. So, beautiful race today to get us P3. If we look at the standings, Valtteri Bottas is confirmed as the Drivers' Championship winner. Lewis Hamilton falls behind him at 299 after failing to secure some points. Verstappen is in third, and we are in fourth. And the last Grand Prix could mean a lot. If we do beat Max Verstappen and get some points, we would overtake Max Verstappen and take third place in our first season of F1 2020. We are working on hard difficulty at level 80, so it's very interesting to see us getting better at driving the F1 car. Currently, we sit at fourth. We are 12 points ahead of Racing Point, so it seems that I'm doing most of the carrying here with the points, but maybe and hopefully we'll be able to finish in fourth after the next Grand Prix. So, Jack Aikens, I think, hasn't gotten... Oh, he has some points here. 4 points after a point finish, 8th place, right? In a previous Grand Prix. Mick Schumacher was our first half the season driver who failed to secure any points. So I think it was a good idea moving for Jack Aitken in the later half of the season. So hopefully he will get some more points next time. Hopefully. That's a hope. What a race Brazil was. It was a great Grand Prix. We had a stunning start where we overtook a lot of cars to get into P3. We had a couple collisions with Vettel. I don't know where those came from, but yeah, it is what it is. We went wide in the first part of the track, and then Vettel kind of got squeezed. And then the back half of the... Well, anyone from P4 and below was squeezed by the 3 wide in that turn. But yeah, Hamilton gave us a couple of scares where he nearly overtook us, but our braking and turning was really good to see us take back those lost positions immediately. And we did well to maintain Hamilton behind us. Although he did try to overtake us on long straights, we were able to overtake him at corners and regain those positions. And at some point, I guess Hamilton just decided to slow down immensely and just fell way back all of a sudden. So, well, it was a good race, good maintenance, and good management on the track. You will see the acclaim and drivers' rivalry and the money situation as I speak here, but we are heading to the final Grand Prix next episode, so it's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully we can secure a podium position again next time out. Of course, we were able to secure one today, meaning our new sponsor Zanzer is giving us a huge bonus for our team. So it's going to be a good amount of money coming through at the end of this race, and I think it's going to buff up our finances for for driver contracts and also facility management. So that is good to see. Anyway, I think this is all that I can say. The Brazilian Grand Prix was a good track, fast track. I really enjoyed racing in, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. Please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, and ring that notification bell so you're notified when the next F1 2020 video goes up. My team will continue strong, so hope to see you in the next episode as well. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you are safe and healthy, and until the next Grand Prix, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you then.